In our last episode, we found Recon Patrol Artemis, and we potentially returned the only survivor back to the Brotherhood, Paladin Brandis. But immediately after completing that quest, Captain Kells gives us another.
There is another matter we need to discuss. Virgil. As long as that abomination lives, he's a threat to the Brotherhood. The time has come to deal with him.
Our choices here are different, depending on whether or not we've retrieved the experimental serum for Virgil. If we haven't given him the serum yet, we find the following options.
A threat? One super mutant?
This Virgil once led the Institute's biomedical research. He experimented with FEV. He tested it on human subjects. How many super mutants did he create? How many lives have been lost because of his hubris? No. He and his work are a threat. They must be destroyed.
What's the plan?
Better to keep this simple. He trusts you. Go alone, and he may let his guard down. Get in, get the job done, and get out. That's all there is to it.
He helped us before. We can't just betray him.
We don't owe him anything. What he did for his own reasons. He served his purpose. Now he's just another monster. And a damn dangerous one.
I have other duties to attend to, Captain.
Very well. Carry on, Knight.
I'll take care of it, Captain.
Thank you, Knight. Dismissed.
Even after helping us get into the Institute, the Brotherhood wants Virgil dead because he's a super mutant, because he worked on FEV. Apparently they spent little time considering why he's no longer in the Institute, because he objected to the Institute experimenting with FEV, because he believed that it was morally wrong, reckless, and irresponsible. To the Brotherhood, none of that matters. All that matters is what he is. All that matters is his past. And for that, the Brotherhood has ordered a death sentence. Interestingly, if we say not now, Captain Kells doesn't offer us much pushback. We still get the quest, but apparently it's not urgent. Very well, Knight, he says, but we still find it in our quest log. So we need to travel to the glowing seas, and we can use the vertibird signal grenades that we got as a quest reward earlier, or that we can purchase from Proctor Tegan to get there. And they operate in exactly the same way as the vertibird signal grenades that we got from the railroad if we chose to side with them. After finding a clear spot where the vertibird can land, we throw the grenade and wait for it to arrive. Then we hop in, access our Pip-Boy map, and choose our destination. In this way, we can crisscross the Commonwealth and see it from a perspective that we otherwise wouldn't be able to. Taking a vertibird into the glowing sea was really amazing. Seeing the land slowly begin to glow beneath us and watching the edge of the crater of Atom loom before us was really cool. But at last, we land right outside Virgil's cave. The vertibird departs. We skip all of the death claws, and we can enter Virgil's laboratory. Heading inside, we find Virgil exactly where we left him.
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
A lot has happened since then. Virgil, I've been sent to kill you.
What? Oh God. Are you really going to go through with it?
Choosing to follow the Brotherhood's orders turns him hostile.
You brought this on yourself, Virgil. You're an abomination. And by order of the Brotherhood, you need to be destroyed.
And we have to kill him. Dance loved that. The other three options unlock additional dialogue.
You're a threat to the Brotherhood, Virgil.
A threat? Just because of what I am?
I don't know. Tell me, why should I let you live?
Look, I know I've made mistakes. I mean, just look at me. But I've paid the price for that. All I want now is to be human again. There has to be another way. Why don't you just tell them I'm dead? No one's gonna come out here and check.
You really think no one will know?
After all you've done, they'll trust you. And I'll make sure no one else finds out about me.
If we say no,
No. This is the end, Virgil.
Virgil turns hostile and we have to kill him. And Dance loves that. However, if we choose either of the other two options, we spare his life.
I'll think about it.
Just leave me be. That's all I ask.
All right.
Thank you. Really, thank you.
And Dance hates that. Either way, we now have to return to Captain Kells.
Report, Knight. Have you dealt with Virgil?
Sorry. What?
I ordered you to eliminate him. Report.
If we spared his life, we have an option to say that he's not dead yet.
Not yet, Captain.
Then see to it. Dismissed.
But aside from that, all of our options lead to exactly the same result. The only difference is that if we didn't kill him, our options are tagged with a lie next to them.
He's no longer a threat, Captain. Target eliminated, Captain.
If, however, we did kill him, the lie is missing, and we find an additional option to say that we took care of him.
I took care of him. Target eliminated, Captain.
Excellent. Well done, Knight. For your service, allow me to offer you a new helm for your power armor. Wear it with pride.
No matter which option we choose, even if we lie, we complete the quest and we get the reward. A Visionary's T60 helmet. Another rare, legendary power armor piece. And it increases action point refresh speed.
You've earned my respect, Knight. Not many can say that. Carry on, brother. Ad Victoriam.
If, however, before accepting this quest, we gave Virgil the experimental serum and cured him of his strain of FEV, we find a few new options here. We can tell him that Virgil is no longer a threat.
I took care of him, Captain. He's no threat to anyone anymore.
Already ahead of me. I'm impressed, Knight. Well done.
This is a sneaky option because we were giving him the impression that we already killed him, when we didn't. We just took care of him by giving him the serum, and we get the quest reward. Or we can make our lives a little bit more difficult by telling him exactly how we took care of Virgil by curing him. And to do so, we have to pass an orange charisma check. If we fail...
Virgil is no longer a super mutant. His cure worked. He's no threat to us.
What? That's impossible. There is no cure for FEV. It cannot be cured. No, the mission stands. I don't care if he's a human, a mutant, or a mole rat. His very existence is a threat. He must be eliminated. Enough. The mission stands.
And under normal circumstances, Kells would be right here. FEV is incurable. But this particular strain of FEV was unique to the Institute, and it was Virgil's personal project. He managed to create a cure for that strain only. But it would be very difficult to explain these subtleties to Captain Kells. If, however, we pass the charisma check...
What? That thing actually found a cure? He can't be trusted. But as a human, he's trapped in the glowing sea. Maybe he can still be an asset to us. All right, we'll continue to monitor him. For now.
And we complete the quest and get the same reward. Of course, even after curing him, we could agree to kill him.
I'll take care of it, Captain.
Thank you, Knight. Dismissed.
In which case, heading back to the glowing sea, we find human Virgil asleep on his bed.
Virgil, I've been sent to kill you.
What? Oh God. Are you really going to go through with it?
At this point, his dialogue mostly goes down the same path, but there are some slight differences, so I'll include it all again here. We could say that he deserves it.
Research like yours is what destroyed the world. It has to stop.
Damn it!
In which case, he turns hostile. And Dance loves that. But all of the other options continue the conversation.
You're a threat to the Brotherhood, Virgil.
I know too much.
I don't know. Tell me, why should I let you live?
Look, I know I made mistakes, but I've changed. You helped me change. You've given me my life back, and now you want to take it away. There has to be another way. Why don't you just tell them I'm dead? No one's gonna come out here and check. Think about it. I'm human now. I can't even set foot outside this cave. What harm can I do to anyone from in here?
You really think no one will know?
After all you've done, they'll trust you. And I'll make sure no one else finds out about me.
If we say no,
No. This is the end, Virgil.
and like last time, the other two options spare his life.
I'll think about it.
Just leave me be. That's all I ask.
All right.
Thank you. Really. Thank you.
If we head back to Captain Kells, we find all of the same dialogue options to end the quest that we explored previously, and we get the same reward. Only after completing this quest do we unlock the Brotherhood's final Radiant quest, and we can get it by speaking with Captain Kells again.
A moment, Knight. We have squires in need of training. They're young recruits. They need a good example to follow, someone to emulate. I realize the mission is simple on the surface, but you'd be helping to secure the Brotherhood's future.
What exactly do I have to do?
An easy mission with a huge payoff. A squire will shadow you as you clear a location of those anomalies created by the bomb. Mutants, synths, and the like. The squire learns from you, and the Commonwealth is a little cleaner. What do you say?
What exactly do I have to do?
A squire will be assigned to you. He or she will be following your every move, learning by example, if you will. Together you'll be assigned a location to clear abnormal sentience. I'm talking about ghouls, synths, even those delusional children of Adam. It's both simple and effective. So, are you in?
I don't have time for that.
The new generation needs you. I wish you would reconsider.
I'm not sure.
Do not doubt your abilities. Come see me when you are ready.
I'm happy to help out.
Splendid. A squire will be waiting for you down below. He'll have the location. Go show him how the Brotherhood gets things done.
With that, we start leading by example, and we need to find the Brotherhood Squire. We find him in the same place where we found the Scribe, if we were doing Proctor Quinlan's Radiant quest, on the ground just outside the airport.
Hi there.
Squire reporting for duty, sir.
Well, looks like we have a hero here.
Not like you, sir.
You know the mission?
I'm to observe as you purge an area of undesirables to cleanse the Commonwealth, sir.
Better keep up, or I'll leave you for dead.
Oh, no, sir. I won't slow you down at all, sir.
Stay close, kid. You'll do fine.
Affirmative, sir. I've marked the location for you, sir.
And if we want, we can tell the kid we're gonna leave him for dead if he's not fast enough. I'm sure that's gonna instill him with all sorts of confidence. At any rate, he marks a location on our map, and like all Radiant quests, it's randomly chosen from a pool of Radiant quest locations. In this example, we need to go to the Poseidon Reservoir, a location that I fully explored and whose terminal entries I completely read in a previous dedicated video. This quest works a lot like Proctor Quinlan's Scribe quest, with one notable difference. The Squire can't die, which means this is much easier to complete, which is probably why we find it at the end of a long side quest chain. This Radiant quest itself is a reward for completing all of the other quests. Instead of clearing an area and then tracking down a terminal for a scribe, we just have to clear the area of any hostiles. But in this instance, the location has a mini-boss, a glowing one. Once the mini-boss has been eliminated, the Squire praises our performance.
You were amazing out there, sir.
We now talk with him to advance the quest.
Hi there.
That was quite the experience, sir.
You always this enthusiastic?
Golly, I guess so, sir.
Yeah. Real exciting, kid. Let's get back.
Oh boy, it's something else.
War isn't a game, kid. Let's get out of here.
Sorry, sir. I'm just happy to be here.
You handled yourself well. You honor the Brotherhood. Let's head back.
Sir!
And the Squire sticks with us until we return him to the Pridwin. At first, this appears to be an incredibly reckless decision by the Brotherhood to bring a child into combat, clearing ghouls, glowing ones, super mutants, and raider bosses. But it makes a little bit more sense when we understand Arthur Maxon's personal history. When we met him as a child in the Capital Wasteland 10 years ago, all he talked about was becoming a Brotherhood Knight. He wanted to wade into battle, to be side by side with Sarah Lyons. The guns, the combat, it's all he could think about. And I bet it's these childhood recollections that are on Arthur Maxon's mind when he ordered children to board the Prydwen, when he orders his men to bring children on these kinds of missions, because he was a child in the Brotherhood not that long ago, and he was sequestered for his own safety behind the walls of the Citadel, and that frustrated him. He didn't want other children to have to go through that. He wanted the other children to learn through experience, to learn by example. This experience, this training will produce more capable Brotherhood Knights, despite the obvious danger to these poor kids. Even though it makes Paladin Dance uncomfortable, even though it makes me uncomfortable, I can understand why Arthur Maxon is doing this. With the location clear, we can head back to the Prydwen and check in with Captain Kells.
Report. I hope the Squire
14
performed as expected.
What was the mission?
Leading by example. You were assigned a Squire to shadow you on a purge mission. Were you able to complete?
I'll get back to you.
Later then, Knight.
Kid wouldn't shut up the whole time.
The Squires are excited to be working with you. Some may control it better than others. Remember, I don't choose instructors easily.
Roger that.
Good job. We can always use your skills when it comes to training our Squires. I commend you, soldier. Dr. Lee should prove to be an invaluable asset to our success in the Commonwealth. Now, are you ready to educate one of our young Squires?
And again, we find a little bit of glitched dialogue here. For some reason, Captain Kells gets his dialogue lines from different quests all mixed up, and some dialogue lines get missing. This is like the third time it's happened in this playthrough. At any rate, we complete the quest. And one thing I've noticed about Captain Kells is he softens towards us noticeably as we continue to demonstrate our loyalty to the Brotherhood, as we continue to follow orders and complete tasks. He becomes much more lenient if we say that we don't have time. He becomes much more understanding when we express sarcasm or annoyance. And I think this is because he's beginning to respect us a bit more. He's beginning to understand why Paladin Dance vouched for us, why Arthur Maxon has accepted us into the fold. With that, we complete most of the side quests for the Brotherhood of Steel and all of the Brotherhood's Radiant quests. There is one thing left, and we can't put it off any longer. We now need to go into the glowing sea to find a horde of nuclear weapons so that we can rearm Liberty Prime. We'll pick up right here where we leave off in my next episode. I publish new Fallout episodes each and every week on my channel, so if you don't want to miss that episode, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I've got a plush for sale. It's in stock and ready to ship, but I'm almost sold out. If you want to make sure you get your hands on one before I am, snag one today. I've also got a shirt shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes and a wide array of colors. You can find them on other items as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they gain access to ox emojis that they can use in my video comments or in the live chats of my live streams. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with the next episode in the full story of Fallout 4.
Duty shift was long.